We're taking a road trip halfway up the state to pick up our next project boat that we got for a crazy deal. We'll be doing a quick walkthrough of the boat and go over our future plans. You'll get tips on how to get deals like this one from a pro, and we do some modifications to her before hitting the road. Our trip led us to Okeechobee, Florida, which is on the northern tip of Lake Okeechobee. Here, we arrived at Lakeshore Marine, owned and operated by Madman Steve.
He's a madman on that thing.
Who's a certified Mercury and Suzuki dealer, and apparently forklift specialist. Steve has an amazing shop full of all types of new and used motors and a yard full of cool boats. But fortunately for us, we have a special one already picked out. We found our perfect project boat, and now we're going to take you for a quick tour. First look on this. What we have here is a 1996 Zebra skiff, 16 foot 1 inch flats boat. We've been talking about getting one of these boats, not a specific Zebra skiff, but we've been talking about getting a nice little scoot around boat for a long time because we love our 24 foot Grady White, but it's kind of a hassle to get it going because it's such a big boat for us. You know, one of these little boats, you can literally just hook up and go, and you don't have to set up, you know, this whole thing for a bigger boat. It's just a lot easier. It's very economical too. So like if it's on a nice day, you can really get out there and not almost spend no fuel. You know what I mean? So this is her. This is what she looks like. She comes with this aluminum trailer. This trailer is not for this boat, so it is a little bit bigger. But it's gonna function, and this trailer is in decent shape. Number one, it's got brand new tires. This is a torsion axle. We're gonna have to change those out, so we brought some extra trailer lights. As you can see, the layout for this boat is your typical flats boat. It's got a sea deck interior, but unfortunately the floor on this boat is rotted, so we're gonna have to redo the floor. This is a project boat, and we're gonna have to do some work to it, which is great. All of this is disconnected as well, so we're going to do a couple adjustments and modifications to it. It's got this nice cushion that's like brand new, right? We were talking about this with our buddy, and we're thinking about just cutting this straight off and making the seat back here, but we'll figure that out later. It's got a polling pole holder. It's got these. Look at this. 2 live wells. It's got a live well over here, live well over there. All right. And then it does come with a motor too, and we're going to show you that in a second because the motor's not mounted on it right now. But there's a polling platform that comes with it as well, and we're going to get that from our buddy next week. So it's got bilge axis over here. The transom is solid as a rock. Supposedly the transom on these are composite. We don't know yet. I haven't done much research on this yet, but it's very, very solid. And when you put your fingers in here, there's no wood that comes out or anything rotted, no debris or anything like that. So yeah, it's definitely an older beat up boat, but check out the V on this thing. It's not your typical flat boat V. This thing is like a deep V, and it's almost reminiscent of like that Donzi 16 style hull. It's almost like they got that hull and they copied it, and then they just cut out the sides and made this thing like a very fast flats boat. Okay. So let's come over here to this side. Same thing. So we got a light well over here. Or storage you can put over here, and then look at the freezer. This thing is maybe like 10 inches. We can get some skinny water with this thing. All right. Then up here, you have your fill, and you have a 20-gallon fuel tank. This thing looks like it's in great shape. It's got all the, life vest and anchor in there. It has access to, look, has a port for your trolling motor, so if you want to put your trolling motor up here, navigation lights. Tow hook. Look, it's in good shape for the year, and I think, oh, one more thing, look, I forgot to talk about the console. The console there's a battery charger in there, which is nice, and then it's got, a steering wheel, and it comes with its old GPS. We'll change it out. It's got its little rod holders, we're gonna probably, like I said, we're gonna cut this part off and move this console back. We're gonna make some modifications to this thing. It's gonna be a really nice project. So yeah, we're gonna have to take this seat deck off. We're gonna see if we can maybe save it. We'll see. You know, maybe not. Seat deck. You want to help us with this? Marine Matt, let us know. We're taking offers. We're taking a spot.
Yeah, we've always said if we had a little, you know, little something that we could take out, we could take it out more often.
Yeah,
and do a little, get on the water more, because we love our boat, but it is, to take it out is a project. Gotta get this, gotta get that, we gotta fuel it up. We gotta find the right gas station that we can get in with the trailer, get in with the boat, get the boat on the one side at Wawa where we pull the boat in, and make sure no one's at our pump, because we have one pump we go to. And driving in Miami with a boat that's big, you gotta choose your routes. We know where the big potholes are.
Yeah.
This would be like, let's take it out for this afternoon. Let's take it out for the sunset. You know, let's take it out for a couple hours. The other one's like, we feel like we have to take it out all day or overnight because it's such a production. But this one you could.
We picked up this boat from a dear friend of ours who also has a YouTube channel. He's a professional boat builder who's a master at his craft. He's been picking up boats like this one for a long time and was generous enough to sell it to us for $1,000. Let's see what he has to say. The way to get the cheapest project boat is by having friends that have cheap project boats that they're willing to sell you. And that's my buddy, Forrest. He's from DIY Waterworld. We've been friends for about a year. We met each other through YouTube. Got to check out his channel, it's awesome. So tell us, how do you find these cheap project boats? Yeah, because you have tons of them. Check out his channel. I'm gonna put the link up here so you can see it. So how do you do it?
Hi, Andres. My name is Forrest. To get a cheap boat, you... Hey! Yes, don't let her. No, very true. And I think networking is a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's not just like beating up Facebook and Craigslist and
offer
up and all the ways to find deals, but also it's funny when you create a network of friends and you find out what each other are looking for. It's crazy how many times friends have reached out and be like, hey dude, I know you're looking for a 14-foot John boat. I just saw one in offer up because I'm looking for a 17-foot Aquasport. Here's a deal. And then also, like just now, how this worked out for this boat. I mean, this was the...
Yeah, I had mentioned to you that we wanted to do a project, and you said, well, I got exactly what you're looking for, and boom, here it is, and we're here a week later picking it up, so...
Yeah, and you never know what, you know, something I plan on building for myself and my channel, it just with timing and with everything going on, you know, it just didn't work out. So it worked out well for
absolutely,
this
and we're very appreciative.
All right, so let's check out the Zebra skiff. So I think one of the most important things to add to finding a good project, because we went through this, Andres came up and looked at, what kind of boat was that?
It was
like an old Bonita.
Bonita, that's what it was.
Right,
Bonita.
and the budget was right. And sometimes a free boat sounds great, but you know, it maybe needed too much work or it wasn't exactly what you're looking for. I think one of the great things is holding out for the right boat that's going to fit what you want to do. So speaking about the right boat, this is the Zebra skiff. So this is a 1996 Zebra skiff, 16 foot. It's pretty special. It's obviously a flats boat, but it's got a really cool hull design. So we look at the back of this thing. This is what made me fall in love with this boat. You look from the back here and like, ooh la la, that is just bad to the bone. So all of this dead rise, this V, it's got the V of like a much bigger boat, center console, made for being in the ocean. But it's put onto like a little skiff, and even just the beam of the boat, this is wide. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna sit really shallow. It's got all the volume, and that's gonna have good ride quality because of the dead rise. All these lift strakes are gonna help give the boat lift, really put it on top of the water with low horsepower and just be fast, efficient, ride awesome. The boat definitely needs some work. It's got some floor issues. Like any good project, this boat needs some work. The floor here, you can see where it's pushing up some, and that's really because of how it's sitting on the trailer, and the stringer's probably cracked and separated. So it's pushing up on the floor, which is wood. So this thing, you know, overall, it's a phenomenal candidate. I mean, the cap is in great condition, the outer hull, it's got the good bones, the good structure. It's a rare boat. It's a little bit of sweat equity, and you got a badass boat. And then the fun thing too on little boats is like it's not taking on some monstrous project. You know, it's something that in weekend you get a lot done. I feel, and then it doesn't break the bank in materials and trying to make it happen. So.
So this boat came with a 70 horsepower Evinrude, which is over here. Eventually, we'd like to upgrade to a 4-stroke, right? But so Suzuki, if you hear this, we're ready for a 4-stroke. But for now, we have this 70 horsepower Evinrude that has been gone through, runs, and if you know anything about these motors, these things last forever as long as you take care of them and you're mixing your oil right, you're doing your pre-mix. These things are like super strong and killer. So yeah, we're gonna get it started in a second.
There he is.
Fire in the hole. Aqua, we got fuel.
So Better Boat has sent us a set of ratchet straps that we're going to be using on our trip back home. Check these things out. These are really cool because of this. They snap in and out, which is real easy to just put away. And they come with these brackets and these things for the boats that we can put on to the trailer, which we're going to try to put on here so we can tie this thing down and not have to worry. And then once we have the boat in the water or we don't need the straps anymore, just boom, and they retract, and they're pretty long, 43 inches, 43, so a little bit over 3 feet. So very nice, right? All right, so we got our ratcheting strap put in. This is temporary here. We're gonna find another place to mount it. But for right now, I mean, this thing is great, nice and tight, and it's gonna hold the boat down to the trailer with no problems. All right, we got the ratchet set set in. They're temporary for right now, but that's the idea. We put them in those spots, and it's holding down this boat with no problem. So Better Boat, thank you very much. Our discount code is in the link in the description for you guys to check out, and check out all the other cool stuff that they have on their site. This thing ain't going nowhere.
Just take that with you.
Right? Need a hand? So we got in a little late last night, so this will be the first time that we actually go through the entire boat with you guys. We're gonna pull everything out and see what we actually have. So we're gonna start at the bow, and then we're gonna move our way towards the stern. So we said that the rub rail looks okay. This just needs some adjustment and a new rope. We have a mount here for a trolling motor, and it looks like a plug over here. Yeah, a plug for the trolling motor attachment, which is cool. I've never used a trolling motor before, but you know. And then here we have a cleat, probably for for an anchor or whatnot. And then we have, see, these are holders for a polling platform, for an actual polling pole. And then here, and this is a 20-gallon aluminum tank, and it looks like it's in great shape. We have the stern light. This goes in the back. take that out for now. Let's start taking this stuff out. I don't know what that is. We got an anchor. Have some life vests, a throwable, which we need too.
Good.
Yeah. Another life vest. Perfect. This is the first time we're actually going through the boat, so another life vest. We haven't gone through any of this. And then we had some anchor rope. And I'm gonna take all this out and see what we have under here. But look, you have all the wires here for a trolling motor, which is, everything's already wired. It's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and the wires look fairly new. Yeah. All right, then rod holders up here. We'll go over that fire extinguisher. And we got these rod holders over here too that are nice. It looks like they painted the inside of this boat like a gray. We're gonna redo everything, so we're gonna make it a nice color. Let us know what color you guys think we should do. Maybe like a light gray or a light blue in the interior. It's a shame that we gotta cut up the sea deck, right?
Well, we don't. Forrest was saying that we might be able to actually remove it. He's done it before and it works.
Oh.
So I think we should try at least.
Well, we'll try.
see.
We'll try to save it and
that would be really nice.
and see if we can keep it. And if we can keep it, great. If not, you know, Sea Deck or Marine Man, you can sponsor our channel. Until we take the sea deck off, we're not gonna know. There's a whole harness and everything under there. There's a battery charger in here, and I came with this little Lowrance GPS. Little cup holders, switches. It's got a radio here. No radio. And all the wiring in here. Then what else we got? All right, you could see the delamination over there, which we have to replace. And then there's a drainage system here that goes to the bilge. And then up here, this is for your batteries. That wiring, the wires look great. They look like they're in great shape. We'll check those out, but they look like they're in great. I haven't even opened this yet. Okay. All right, we have our fuel filter here. Yeah, fuel filter there. Bus bar with the switch there. A space for another battery. It came with some speakers down here. So then back here, you have a live well storage. We'll probably replace all this stuff. And this fiberglass piece, we're gonna have to like re-core this. And then back here, we have the bilge. So we got the bilge down here. There's a bulkhead. This bulkhead here is solid as a rock. So are these. These stringers feel solid. Yeah, clean that up. Okay. The boat came, well, Forrest brought us today the polling platform, which is an incredible piece of this boat. It makes it look really nice. It's got a rod holder over here, and there's backing plates that go here too. But this was a great addition. And then the final part is the motor, which you guys saw starts right up. These 70 horsepower Evinrudes are workhorses. We'll end up repowering this eventually. Transom is really solid. Oh, we also have the steering cables for the motor, but this thing is, we could hook it up and it'll float and we can use it. If you guys haven't seen our Grady White that we've restored, I'm gonna put a link to all the videos up here so you guys can check that out. You can check out that playlist. When we're doing projects on this one, we'll be using the Grady. When we're doing projects on the Grady, we'll be using this boat, and that's the plan. But we're able to bring you some more videos. If you guys know anything about this style boat, let us know in the comments. If you've heard of this brand, if you know anything about it, there's not too much information out there on this boat. So if you guys have something similar, or if you guys have owned one of these, we'd love to talk to you and find some more information.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys would do if you think this was a good deal or not. Let us know what you would like to see us do on this boat as well.
Yeah, suggestions, leave them in the comments.
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
any suggestions in the comments, we'd appreciate it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.